Jaron Martinez of Fight Hub TV here with Erickson Lubin in Fort Worth, Texas. Lubin, it's good to see you again. Obviously,
Good to see
the
you guys again.
press conference that we had a couple months ago, Arlington, Texas. Talk to us about the preparation coming for this fight. And I know you said that, when you got the name of Vergil, you didn't think about it twice, that you wanted to take on the challenge.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about this fight, and how was camp all along?
Oh man, camp was great, man. Camp has been great. I'm just happy that it's here now. I'm ready to show and prove. I don't got much talking to do. Virgil's not that type of fighter, anyways. He's not gonna sit up here and try to naysay or name call or nothing like that. We're gonna let our skills and our hands do the talking. So the time is here. We got this nice, beautiful belt on the line. We got the WBC and this is the Dia de los Muertos belt right here. And then we got the WBC interim title on the line as well. So everything's just aligning well. This is a great show. I'm happy to be in Fort Worth, Texas. Every time I've been here in Texas, I've came away with a vicious knockout. So, I'm looking to keep the streak going. I'm looking to just come out here and give it my all. It's been a great camp. I'm with K Karoma now. Me and K, we worked for the past 9-10 weeks, and we're more than prepared. Got all types of sparring, got all types of styles, different weights. I'm ready. I'm prepared.
We're talking about your skills for this fight, for facing Vergil Ortiz. What is your opinion? You are the biggest foe of his
Where's
life?
my what?
You are the biggest foe of his life?
Okay. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Those other guys that he fought at 154, they're good. Chuck, he's good. Majimov, he's good, but they don't do everything I do. Those guys are good fighters, but they haven't faced the competition I face. Even though Majimov has faced Terrence Crawford, I'll give him that. But that was the only guy he faced. And Chuck didn't face any competition like myself. I faced the top guys, and I could box, I could bang, I could do it all in the ring. So this is a huge test for Vergil Ortiz, and not just for him, but for me as well. They got him, Ring Magazine has him as #1 in the rankings right now, and this is big for me because I know when I beat him, they'll put me as #1 at 154 pounds.
You're ready to steal the show, right?
Say it again?
You are ready to steal the show.
Absolutely.
Lubin, Kevin Garcia, aka the Puerto Rican Kid KG. Obviously, we know the magnitude of a W in this fight for you. Like you just said, the ranking, where it puts you, the path it puts you on. When we look at your last 3 fights, you've been on the comeback trail. You got 3 dubs, you got a TKO, all tough opponents, unbeaten guys. I think sometimes people forget you're just 30 years old. It seems like you've been here for a while. You got a lot of experience. When you think about your career, do you regret any of the decision making because you took challenges that most wouldn't have taken earlier on?
Yeah, no regrets at all. I learned from every one of them. I learned from the Charlo loss being just 22 years old. I just turned 22 during that time. I was 21 years old in camp during that time. And I learned from that loss. I learned big time from that loss. And I went on the comeback trail. I won like 6, 7 in a row from there. And then I lost to Fundora. But the Fundora fight, I was winning. It was a fight that I was winning, and it was a good fight. I'm pretty sure everybody loved that fight. It was a grueling fight. I went toe-to-toe with a guy who's damn near 7 foot. And, it was another fight that I learned from. A lot of people deal with stuff outside of camp, and I don't want to make that excuse, but I was dealing with a lot of stuff outside of the camp. And I had, most fighters, they will have to go through mental issues and they'll pull out the fight. But me, I was going through my little mental issues. I was going through my issues, and I was like, the way that I bounce back from my mental issues is going to fight. So, maybe I answered that one wrong, but I still just went in there and I wanted to fight. I wanted to turn everything that was going on in my life during that time. I wanted to turn it around by going to fight. So, battling mental health and mental issues like that, maybe the best option for me would have been to cancel the fight or postpone the fight or something. But, just being the fighter that I am, I just I wanted to go in there and fight somebody like Fundora. I was sitting at #1 in the WBC. He was at like #4 or #5, and it was like a fight that was ordered. But you know, he needed me more than I needed him, honestly. And I just wanted to beat every top guy in the division. I want to beat all those top guys, and me doing that, I know that by the time I become champion, it'll be legacy that I already solidified. It'll be money I already solidified. Titles that, you know, the biggest fights that I already solidified. So, and I feel like I'm still on that type of trail. Fighting a guy like Vergil Ortiz, Vergil, he doesn't have the resume that I have at 154 pounds. And boxing, he doesn't have the resume. He's an undefeated fighter. I give him that. He's an undefeated fighter, but he doesn't have the resume I have. And if you ask me, he needs me more than anything. You know, a guy like myself, a guy with my resume, a guy that's been here, a guy that's been at the top. Like, mind you, I've been fighting at the high level just 3 years in as a pro. Like, I fought Charlo in just 3 years. So I feel like Vergil Ortiz is a great fighter, but this is a whole different type of fight for him too. It's not just a big fight for me. You know, me coming to his backyard, me coming on this promotion, this TV network. It's not just about that. He got some proving to do too. So it's more like, instead of that poster they got where I'm like entering his world, dare to enter and all that type of shit, it's more like Judgment Day. That's what I named this fight. It's more like Judgment Day. Judgment Day for myself, Judgment Day for Vergil Ortiz as well.
You told me a few weeks ago that you don't want to, if you win, you don't want a Boots fight, but yet they're already promoting Vergil and Boots. You'd rather go after a Fundora or Charlo rematch. Talk about that.
If the let's say this, if the Boots fight presents itself and it makes sense, yes, I do want that fight, because I want any type of fight. When it comes to fighting, I'll fight anybody, but right now I'm looking to rectify my defeats and become a champion. So that's what I'm more focused on. You know, Vergil Ortiz is 27 years old. I'm pretty sure that if they put a fight with him and Fundora versus a fight with him and Boots, we'll just see what type of fighter he really is. Because, like, which one would you pick? Me, I will pick the Fundora fight because he's the champion in the weight class, and Boots is just pretty much a voluntary name and something you can make money off of, or whatever the case may be. But I know, solidifying my legacy, I'll fight somebody like Fundora again and win a title.
Erickson, do you have any concerns about being here in the backyard of Vergil?
No,
Why?
because I know the type of fighter I am. I know the work that I put in, the preparation that I put in. So I know I'm just ready. I'm ready. Like, when it comes to fighting somebody, you know, I could be in his backyard, in his hometown, and his home, but when we get inside that square circle, I make it my home.
Erickson, you've got so much motivating you for this fight. I know, whether it's the poster or the fact that Boots is coming to call out Ortiz.
I don't really care that Boots is coming.
What is the main motivator for you in this fight?
The main motivation is me, myself. Me feeling kind of underachieved right now. You know, I kind of feel underachieved, and I had a lot of hype behind me. And mind you, you guys are hyping up Vergil the same way you guys are hyping up. I've seen it before. I've seen all of this shit before. Like, this doesn't surprise me right here. Like, I've seen it before. Hyping up Vergil, him and his own. I just fought in my hometown, my last fight. I fought an 18-0 kid. He was 18-0, 17-0. I just fought in my hometown. So I know what comes behind promotion. This is all promotion to me. It's like everybody coming, oh, Vergil Ortiz and Boots and all the cameras and all. It's cool, I understand. But I've seen this before. I was in Vergil Ortiz's shoes not too long ago. I was just in his shoes, like being the young kid coming up, being the young fighter. The promoters are all behind them, trying to think ahead of different fighters that he could fight, like the Boots fight, and make big fights, big fantasy matchups. I already been there before, so like this is nothing new to me. That's why I'm so like, I'm motivated. I'm motivated not just by the poster. The poster don't mean shit to me. That shit don't mean nothing to me. That's just somebody that came up with some art. It don't mean nothing to me. This is their promotion. This is their TV network. I never fought on the zone. It's my first time fighting on the zone, so I know that like they're big on trying to promote him. It's a promotion, so it don't mean nothing to me. When we get inside that ring, that's what matters.
You talked about boxing. You talked about being a boxer, puncher. You can bang. We know that, and you can box. We know that Vergil is pretty much a banger. He's going to come forward the whole time. What is it going to take to beat him? Is it going to take the boxing? Your boxing?
I'm not telling you my game plan. You gotta spectate. You gotta be a fan that night. You gotta watch, man. I could do both. You know I could do both. So it's either he's gonna get pushed back or I'm gonna box him. It ain't nothing else to it. Those are basically only two styles in boxing. So I'm either coming with both or I'm coming with one or the other.
Is it going to go to the distance?
You'll see. You'll see. My main focus right now is just going in the ring. Well, first making weight, then going in the ring, and whatever the game plan is, we just execute.